already in.
I love it. All right. Welcome to 10-Minute Labs. Here we go again. Today I've got a co-host, Jesse. It's Jesse's day today, but I'm kind of jumping in, Jesse.
Dude, I love when you're here, Tristan. I got nothing against you being. You run the show. I'm just here to make you look pretty.
Yeah, whatever. It's a reverse. All right. We've got Troy Mack today from Street Text, and they're out of Vancouver, and we want to really highlight the people that work there. Jesse and I were talking beforehand, and we're like, we've been interviewing so many different agents. Let's go in for 10 minutes to see how people at a company that's specific for real estate work, right? What's the culture? What's that whole mindset? Right, Jesse?
Well, that was, you were talking about culture, and I know Street Text they have a Facebook group that's just like this fantastic community of their users that is just, everyone is diving into the tech. But then you said, no, I want to talk about the actual people that work at Street Text, the people behind Street Text that actually make it so cool, because it is a really innovative tech platform, and agents have been blown up with it. So
it is. All right, let's get to it. I'm going to do a 10-minute timer. You ready for this, Troy?
I'm ready.
Troy's on the hot seat. You want to set it?
Yeah.
Siri, set a 10-minute timer.
Okay, 10 minutes and counting.
Go.
Love it. All right, Troy, I got to ask the first question. Ready?
All right.
So with everything inside your head, all those brilliant thoughts, what keeps you awake at night?
What keeps me awake at night? Well, honestly, seeing people see success. That's what keeps me awake. It pains me to see people struggling when they don't need to, or missing something that they could use that's going to improve their business. And we kind of see that often, and it's one of those things that pains me, right? When I see that it's not quite working, and we can offer that help and actually get them plugged into different tools and different ways of doing things, and get that information into to them, right? So that they they can win at the end of the day. And that's really what's so important.
Yeah, I love it. And that's probably what makes Street Text such a cool company. So in terms of the culture of the people there, so what is your role, first of all, at Street Text? What do you do in the organization?
Onboarding coach. So helping those that are first coming to Street Text to really get onboarded and really understand how the product works. We like to refer to it as the elephant that you have to chew through one step at a time. And so kind of just to be that like reassuring little bit, okay, somebody's got my back. I don't have to like suddenly get in here and know how to do absolutely everything. It's like, well, just treat me as your guide, right?
I love it. So you're an elephant chef. Is that what you put on your business card?
Elephant chef. That's actually a good one.
All right, cool. So in terms of your company culture, because Tristan said you guys do have a really cool culture at Street Text. What do you obsess over? What do you obsess over to create that culture inside the back office team at Street Text?
It's really sharing ideas and getting that across, and kind of that discovery of really what's working out there, right? And then disseminating that as quickly as we possibly can, sharing, if we see an agent over here that's really, really winning, and we kind of want to dive in, and what are they doing? What's really working there? What are they doing that's different than maybe what everybody else is? And then quickly getting that information out to everybody else so that they can then build it into their process, right? So then it kind of layers on top of each other.
I love it. And Tristan, I know we wanted to talk about the back office team, but now I'm really curious, like what in this post-COVID world, like what is working? Like, can we dive into that, Tristan, for a sec? Just like what is working? If you a couple sentences, like what would that be?
Is that for Tristan or myself?
No, for you. For you. You just said inside your office, when you find something that works, you want to get it out as quickly as possible. So what's happened recently that you can sum up like what's working for you guys?
Yeah. Well, what really works is actually something that we already knew worked beforehand, but it's just kind of like highlighted very much now, and that's video. That's this, right? That's the best way that you can get a message across is if you can get in front of somebody just like this. And it might be just in a first initial introduction, right? It's very nice when somebody can actually see you. They see that there's actually a person behind everything. They see their personality. I mean, imagine if we were trying to do this call and we're just like texting back and forth, or we're just doing this on the phone. Like it just, So Jesse, I can't hear you.
Sorry, I muted myself. I said, here's the experiment. Ready? Everybody watching this, close your eyes for the next 30 seconds. and see how much worse this is. No, I'm kidding. Everybody keep your eyes open. That's it.
Yeah.
But you're right. If
Dude,
you,
I was following along. What the hell?
I not you. You keep your eyes open, Tristan. You're driving. I mean, everyone watching this in LCA or YouTube or wherever, if you close your eyes for the next minute, you will see exactly what he's talking about. It's night and day. When I'm staring at you on the screen right now and I see your cute little dolls behind your head, right? Are those Star Wars? What do we have behind your head? Star Wars?
Well, we've got Boba Fett, Thor, and Batman.
Love it, Tristan.
Yeah.
We let's not even go there. We know we could spend an hour going that direction, but like that tells me something about your personality. I see you smile. I see you nod your head. That are things that people wouldn't get otherwise. And so, how do you work video into street text? Like, what is the secret sauce there?
Well, we actually really, in your very first automated text email that goes out, we recommend it in there because that's the very first initial contact they ever get from you. So if you're running Facebook ads, they click on an ad, leave their information. At that moment, that person doesn't know, like, or trust you yet. They might not have even seen like your business page title or anything. So when they get an email and they get that very first connection with you, that's where it's all going to start. So how do you build in where they actually want to respond and start a conversation? And it's about that, starting that conversation, which then is going to lead to a relationship, and then eventually down the line to a listing, right? But you got to start with that conversation. Is this somebody that I actually would like to reply to? You know, are they warm and inviting? Maybe they see things like behind you that they're like, oh, that's kind of cool. They have some interest. Just warms the whole thing up and humanizes it. And, that's a big, big thing that we really promote.
So, dude, on that, I have a question in regards to just keeping that in front of you as a team on the back end for street text. How do you guys keep that culture super high? Because there's something agents or anybody in business can learn from, right? Mm-hmm. How do you guys, because no matter who I talk to, you, Logan, Marcus, Steven, anybody there, you guys are always like, maybe it's a Canadian thing, but you guys are
it is a Canadian thing.
Super nice. Just always helpful, always upbeat. Like, I feel like I'm talking to customer service all the time, but you guys are awesome. So how do you maintain that culture and that level of servitude for the industry?
That is part of our culture. It's deeply rooted in all of that. And it really does come down to serving your customer at the very end, right? Serving them, going, what do you need? Like, what are your needs? Even down to like the smallest little thing, always being, hey, I'm available. I'm here for you. Let's figure this out. I came originally from a Disney background, and you can imagine, that was paramount. With
what did you do at Disney? Where were you at Disney?
Game design and game production.
But is game design at Disney, is it the same as anywhere else at Disney, that like you're all client first? It's always about the user experience.
100%. Yeah. They're still the guests. And you're a cast member. So it's this experience, right? And so even when I came into street text, I could feel that, and it aligned with how I felt.
Right.
And, to pull that in and contribute to that, where we're serving those so that they can be successful. Because ultimately, if they're successful, then we're successful.
Totally. And Tristan, if you got another question, but one more on Disney. Did Disney create that in you, Troy, or were you already like that, which is how you ended up at Disney?
I'm already like that, and so it aligned very, very well. Right?
So for people watching this who are not like that, are they just out of luck, or is there anything they can do to like what? I'm serious, because some people are not wired to think about serving others, but yet they're in this field where they serve others. What do they do?
I would say you got to learn to do it. You really do. You got to take it from being focused on yourself and focused on others, right? If you help enough people get what they want, you ultimately will get what you want. Right?
I love it.
First, start with that.
We probably got time for two questions. Tristan, you got a last question? You want me to?
We got 2 minutes. I got one.
Good.
So, is there anything that you do that's more of a routine that really helps you stay within this culture that you want to stay in, like always coming from a point of contribution, giving, serving? Anything that you do that you can share with us?
Well, it's just always every morning. It's just waking up and going, okay, how can I serve those that are in front of me? How can I make things better for them? How can I show up in a way that's inspiring? to them, right? And that's just that question each and every single day. How do I show up today? How do I, like what I look through my list of people and be like, okay, I've got a meeting today, and I quickly look, okay, I look through all that, they have going on, be prepared for that, and go, look, this is what we can do to change things for you, right? Let's educate you. Let's take this to another level. I love it when people have that aha moment and they're just like, oh my gosh, I never thought of that before, and that just feels good. Cause like, I recently had a call where, and it was exactly like that. You just see the light bulb go on, and it was something that I never even thought of before. And she's just like, oh my gosh, that you just changed my life. I can't wait. And then she couldn't wait to get off the call and just go off and do that. Right. And I mean, that's
so cool.
That's what it's worth for.
So
nice, man. I love it. So what's the difference between working at Disney and working at Street Text here? And what's the main difference that you see?
We do a lot more push-ups.
I figured. Dude, Mark drives you guys insane. Push-ups, intermittent fasting.
Yeah, exactly.
He's listening. It's so good, dude. All right. Any last question? Oh, that's it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question for you for fun here. I see Boba Fett. I think that's Boba Fett. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian. And then I see Batman. And then in the middle, is that Thor, or who is that?
That's Thor. That's my character here at Street Text. So.
You're Thor. I was
I'm
wondering
Thor.
who Thor was.
Yeah.
All right. And who's Logan? Logan is Hulk?
He's the Hulk. Yeah.
Got it.
Because he's always angry. No,
That's so funny.
there you go.
There you go. Yeah,
I just wanted to end with some sort of Star Wars music. Is that okay? Can we
That's
end with the
perfect.
Imperial Death March? Anyway, Troy, that was super fun. Dude, thank you. I've got all sorts of questions on artificial intelligence and gaming and things we can talk about next time. Tristan, this is great, dude. I love it.
I love it, dude. Thanks for being on. And everyone visit streettext.com. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.